Tell the story where you said that she came out.
Oh, and my son's 4 years old at this point. And anyway, as you had the corner property, had 2 apartments in it, and I noticed one day a young woman with 2 small kids and her husband moved in the small apartment, and we're about the same age, so we're checking each other out, sort of. And one day she comes over to introduce herself to me, and she said, "Hi, my name is Dawn. I just moved across the street." She said, "Do you do meth? Because we're selling meth, so if you do meth, I got it." I'm like, well, I really don't do drugs because I get drug tested at my job, but thank you very much. And this is the kind of thing I was living amongst. I was the outside, I was the weirdo, and they were all the normal people, pretty much. It was a very unusual situation.
Maybe you can just say something like, I'm not appearing on camera because...
Because I know too much.
Well, there could be that, yeah.
Okay, so,
I mean, whatever you're comfortable with,
Personally, I'm not comfortable being on camera. We decided not to show my face because I'm still in the area, and so are a lot of these other people, and it just seems like it would just be better if we just spoke in an anonymous way about what went on. When I first moved in, there was the woman next door to me. She was in her 70s, whose son was the 25-year-old pot dealer that we talked about. She said that, because after I moved in, I was flabbergasted that I moved into this neighborhood. I'm like, what is going on here? She said, it's always been like this. She said, it's always been a bad corner. Even like 30 years ago, the bad people would hang at Berks and Belgrade. So it was like generation after generation that people collected there. So, I don't know if Depps was always there. I doubt that it was, but I guess there was always a store there. And I don't know why that corner. Well, I was thinking maybe why that it's a good corner, like you said. The highway's right there.
Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty well suited, right off 95, and then you could get right back on.
Yeah, he had a nice little business. I don't know what the business was, but because he wasn't actually dealing the drugs, but I think I know they used his phone in the store. People would call him at the store, and I guess he would go out and see who was on the step, or if they were in a store, and say, yeah, he's here, and then the person would come down and go in the store, and I guess they must have just gave him a kickback for the front of using the phone and letting them do the drug activity within the store. Most of them are selling to all the heroin addicts that we have in our neighborhood now. And, if you walk around in our neighborhood and talk to any of these young kids, these kids a lot of the fathers are the drug dealers too, or they're giving it to the kids to sell in the corners. Those kids are held in high regard because they got a lot of money. Oh yeah, his father deals, they got a lot of money. I mean, it's just really bizarre. It's a very strange neighborhood. And this neighborhood is full of these kind of stories. Drug addict parents and drug addict kids and drug dealing parents and drug dealing kids. They pass it down to their children.
Just like the houses. I mean, you look at the public records up and down Belgrade Street.
Everybody's related.
And everybody's just like $1, $0, $1, purchase price.
Right, exactly. We used to always say that really in Fishtown there were just like 5 original families. And everybody's related to those 5. Because everybody has the same last name. It's either Sweeney or, McCandless. Like, you always run into the same last names. We're like, there had to be there's 5 original families, and then it just grew from there. And everybody's related to each other.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have moved in kind of call Fishtown Fishtucky.
Yeah. It's a tight-knit community, which is one of the reasons why originally I thought I would move here, but you can't infiltrate it because they got a lot of secrets, and they don't want you to know them. I don't know how many years the store was there prior to me moving in, but the whole time I was there it was nothing but a nuisance store, and ever since it's burned down, the whole dynamic of the neighborhood has changed. It's just been completely wonderful. I'd have to say that it's gone. I never mean for it to burn down, and I never expect anything like that to happen to him. But in a way, I guess would have to say that I was glad that he didn't have insurance, because he would have probably rebuilt and we'd be right back where we started from. But it's been completely changed since it's been gone.